Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching The Flash Season 5 Episode 2 Blocked. The last episode with Nora was really emotional, which is really intriguing, and the stuff with Caitlin and her father. I'll wait to see where The Flash is going to take us next. Let's go. I think this guy is going to be a real asset to the team, you know, they're probably best friends with him. At least they all know it's the right thing to do to tell them all.
And change it if we need to.
She has a point. If there's anything Team Flash is good at, it's handing the future its own ass, and then some.
Oh, Iris.
Well,
just last night she thought she'd had the happy ever after.
She never wants to leave her dad's side. We need to help him get over Gypsy. I mean, like you said, Cisco gets his vibe back.
It sounded like it hurt.
Oh, don't worry about the city, friend. CCPD's finest star on the case. Who are you?
The captain of CCPD.
Captain David Singh. Oh. I know you're surprised to see me, but I found this badge and this jacket. And
on the Flash. Nora, wait! What are you doing? You can't touch that. You'll contaminate. I don't even think we have some of those words yet.
Oops.
Please stop touching it.
I can't even move this thing.
Muscle through them. Let's just help you with your thing and just get me the hell out of here, please.
No, Cisco. After Ronnie and
I mean,
Jay,
Cisco.
you help me get past.
Practice for doing her blog.
We can make sure it works before we put it on Jenna. Oh, honey.
We're gonna end sometime.
I don't know why.
What?
You can't use that for her entire life. Can't when she's a teenager use that. So I feel like there's something up between Nora and Iris. At least on Nora's side in the future.
I get to take down my first baddie. With your permission, of course.
Let's do it.
Didn't know I was a meta.
You need to listen to Barry.
It's my new look.
He's not angry, he's disappointed.
Figure out where Vanessa
Barry, you
went.
need to
If
talk
she
to her
sells
about
those
listening to
photo
you
weapons
and
to
following
wrong people.
plans, and
There's something I
she's just mentioned to someone else what the case is she's looking into. Just so they're aware of it.
Am I here? I got you.
That's how I feel. Maybe start with teaching her to listen. I think stopping and planning and thinking would be a good plan.
Dad.
Of
Dad, are you
teaching.
okay?
Do you remember your fourth grade science fair?
I looked up to you. I mean, you were my hero.
I got her.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Just go change back into your clothes.
Pretty deep for Ralph Dibney.
Yeah. It's not too late for you to change things with your dad.
Unless he has been dead all this time. And the death certificate was
But
just
what if he
fake
doesn't want anything to do?
because he died some secret way they were covering up. I don't know. I mean, he probably is going to be alive, isn't it? So they're going with it, but at this
He
point,
doesn't.
don't guarantee she'll get the chance to see him and find out.
Wouldn't you rather?
Sway! Is that you?
Yeah. A few weeks after I got my powers.
OG Flash. God, look at you move.
Yeah, just wait for it. And this. And this, yeah. All right, that's enough of that. Look, when you first got here, even I couldn't see who you were.
That was pretty epic.
Yeah.
Team West Allen, yeah? Okay, look, there is a high-density, low-pressure
There's
zone,
definitely
and
something
surrounding
in
Pacific
Nora's
ladies.
past with
All right, let's
Iris.
go.
I don't necessarily think Iris did anything wrong, but from Nora's point of view. Oh, careful!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Flash is trapped.
We could go get changed. Oh gosh. Can you not phase out of
It's
it?
tired.
Well done,
Bit
Nora!
off more than you could chew, huh?
And he managed to vibe. Because they took so long getting dressed. Oh dear, that guy's here.
What is it? Who's there?
I don't know yet.
It's your article, your case.
Barry!
Someone? What is this guy's deal? Yep, that's what you've heard.
Oh my god.
So that guy is definitely something about... It wasn't just Nora appearing, because he could have tried to take her speed as well. It was something about her calling Dad. He couldn't kill her dad in front of her. So is that going to have something to do with his past? Did a metahuman kill his daughter or something? And so he's trying to deal with that.
And he could control it too, like Mjolnir. That's Thor's hammer.
So her mum knows the truth.
Who's Cicada?
No one good. That was another good episode. I think I'm loving Nora's character. I think she's a lot of fun, but also there's a lot to her character already. We've only had her properly in the show for 2 episodes and I'm already really attached. Her backstory with not having a father in her life, and there being some strain, some tension with Iris, which I don't think it's going to be that like Iris was horrible, but I think there's definitely been along the way some kind of misunderstanding, and like people have been saying, I think it's going to be something like she didn't want her to follow in her dad's footsteps. I think it's going to be Iris doing everything she could to try and locate Barry, not quite being there for Nora because of that, and also sort of not supporting Nora's dreams because she wants Nora to be safe and therefore not be speedster. It could be anything like that. Which in that sense, like none of those would be something that you'd really blame Iris for. Like you would kind of understand why that happened. Reminds me a little bit of Charmed, spoilers of the original Charmed if you haven't seen season 6, but the way when Chris came back, he hated his dad because if for Chris, his dad had been horrible to him, but Leo, the dad, could never imagine being that way with a kid, and in the way that the events went, he wasn't. So kind of, it's very much reminiscent of that to me, that Nora's come back to try and change things. Please also don't comment down below. I think that this is going to be this direct plotline from the comics, because not all of us have read the comics, and the show is unlikely to do something exact from the comics, but they're going to take elements from the comics, so just let's try and keep everything a spoiler-free zone. Let's discuss what's been in the show. Speculation, that's fine, but don't speculate because it's in this exact thing in the comics. Just say, oh, I think this could happen. But I'm going to believe that they're going to be able to stop Barry going missing, because I have to. Otherwise, I think I would stop watching the programme because it would be a very depressing ending. So, yeah, I liked Iris' speech. I think she was a lot more scared and upset than she let on by that revelation, because, you know, she's just been saying that they got their happy ending and now it looks like it's going to be taken from them. I think she's definitely really hurt by the fact that Nora is not interested in spending any time with her. And like I said last episode, that definitely means something happened between them, because even if, you know, her mum has always been in her life and she loves her and they meet up all the time and they've got a great relationship, you'd be very interested to meet your mum before she had you, to meet your mum when she was, you know, really young and starting her life with all the things, you know, she grows to be, seeing her how she used to be. That would be interesting. You wouldn't spend maybe as much time with her as with the parent you've never known, but you'd spend some time. You'd be excited to get to know her. You wouldn't, every time Nora has a suggestion of Iris, she kind of looks like, oh god, rather than kind of, it's not, oh, I want my dad, it's just like, oh. So something's up there. I like that they haven't forgotten that Cisco had his heart broken last season. I hope from here he is going to start moving on from it, because she wasn't, as he said, the love of his life. He can find many other people. Oh, well, hopefully one other person. I like that Caitlin and Ralph was being there for him, although for Caitlin it was also avoiding them looking into her dad. I think at this stage it's dangerous for her to naturally assume that he's out there alive. She can go meet him and have a chat with him, because there's every chance that that death certificate was faked because he died in an accident in their lab, and in the end they didn't want anyone to know about it, so they got someone to fake a death certificate to say he died some other way. It could be that he's still being experimented on in the lab, or he could have genuinely left them and faked some death certificate, but you can't necessarily, I don't think, assume he's alive from the fact that it's a fake death certificate. But again, as always, I'm glad that, you know, that we got to see Caitlin's thoughts on that, and that we're going to get to find more out about that, and her mum, of course, knows what's up with that. So I guess that's going to be her next port of call when she feels strong enough and brave enough, because that's a hard thing to do it. I'm glad that Cecile has realised that, you know, no one can hear the baby's thoughts, and you can still be the perfect mother, because the perfect mother is just the best mother you can be. You know, you can't hear people's thoughts, so you can still be a perfect mother without that. And even if she had hooked up to the baby, there would have come a time when, you know, she wouldn't have been able to do it anymore. You'd have a Black Mirror-like situation. So yes, that was a good episode. I'm enjoying the season so far. Thank you for watching.